So one of the questions that came through was, I'm a righty, my partner here is a lefty, not actually, but we're gonna act like he is. And every time you're trying to do something, your partner's running behind your back to pick you up and do uranagi, or they're doing like a tanya toe switch style, boom, and tripping you up, left on right. And the question is, what do you do about this hand right here going behind your back to grab your belt? Because even if you're here, right, they can still hold around the back and you're in a very good position. So what do? How do you attack? Because you feel like you can't get close because he can push your hips away. And if you come in too hard, they can let go. And now they can pick you up, wrap you up, and then score from there. So that's kind of the question we're dealing with. Hopefully I got that right as far as understanding your question through the comments there. This can be a real difficult problem because, like we said, when you're in this position, let me get close. There. I should be able to break this down far enough to grab that mid-back, either where the skirt meets the jacket or on the belt, depending on who you're going with. Another bad grip is even if you are stiffened away, they can at least turn that corner and they can get to here, and now they're playing from here. You'll see athletes like Colton Brown play from here a lot because he can play defense while he's pushing, but you can still also pull and still try to score, okay? So when I'm in this position and I'm playing from here and go to my back, and my partner is here on my back, the big thing you want to think about is how do I make that distance from point A to point B as long as possible, okay? If I push from here, you can see that I have all this space, but as I'm pushing, my shoulder's also going back, so take a good solid grip there on my back. You got it? Not going anywhere? Good. Okay, so he's got it. What you want to do is knuckles right in the neck. It's important that they're in the neck, okay? I don't want to go too high and I don't want to go too low. You want a good offensive grip so that the front of your knuckles can push the face away, okay? So I'm in a good solid position, and you can see that my arm and his arm are on that same line, okay? That way, when I bring my other hand forward, I can round my back, and look at, we're still in that same line where I'm playing defense here. And that arm is gonna have trouble reaching around that whole point. And now I can play and do judo, okay, from that position. So once you're here and you're trying to do judo and they sneak around the back, right? See how I'm bent? I'm not on the same plane as my partner here. So what I wanna be able to do is push him away, get my arm on the same length or the same height, and then I can break that grip off. And for me, it's important that I attack right away while they're fishing to establish that grip again. Okay, so that's a very basic option. Another option is when they have it, let's say he's got the belt, okay? A little bit more of an actual threat, okay? You wanna be able to dance and gain power, okay? So we're gonna half attack to jump out and have power, right? Notice that when I move my hips, I'm actually throwing my hip, hold that grip, I'm throwing my hip so that I'm pulling the belt from the front. There, so I get that motion, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in to get the reaction to him going that way so that I can turn hard, step one, and now my leg goes back, boom, and then I can break that grip. And now it's important that I learn how to parry and defend with my elbow and my arm to prevent him from coming around the back again, okay? A lot of times when you're competing, not necessarily in practice, but you're competing, it's important to make your partner look bad more than it is to actually score. Because that grip is so dangerous, you actually want to get to a point where you're knocking him down and stumbling him before he gets that grip, rather than trying to get two hands on the gi. He grabs your back, because you can't prevent it, right? And then you look to score with big judo. That's gonna be a challenge. You're gonna have to develop a style where you knock it down, boom, and then maybe it's off the grip to score. Maybe it's a drop sail the other direction, okay? And that's two ways of dealing with this, okay? Coming in, boom, taking it off, and moving. Now, if you're a physical player, right, and you have some strength, and you feel like you're a little stronger than your partner, I guess I wouldn't really do this if I felt like my partner was really stronger than I was, okay? I have my good post, he grabs my back, okay? One of the things you can do is you can come over the top and you can wizard that arm, okay? With a good solid overhook position, okay? That was one of my favorite grips when I was an athlete dealing with these guys, because I could transition my hands here and then pull them in. Now that I have the shoulder with either this grip or even better, all the way across, I don't even really need to lift with my hips. I can just step in front and I can roll my shoulders and you can get a good solid score. A lot of Georgian players use it, a lot of Russian players used to use it. It goes back to like the 90s, back in the leg grab days, because when people used to grab your leg and try to pick you up, grab my leg, other hand. There you go. Here, you used to be able to come through and you could hop your Uchimata all the way around, okay, from that grip. Using a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of judo. So you're in this position, even if he has your sleeve and you have a good frame and you feel like you can't do anything, back up, slip it through, okay? Nice, open on the chest. I'm gonna grab that grip. If you can't grab there, grab the same side collar. And now he won't be able to get to your back because your right arm is gonna be working as a shield, okay? Even though I have this grip here, try to go to my back. He can't shuffle around because I have this grip. Whereas if I take my right hand and I grab his back, he can duck around and scoop, okay? So that can be a good measure too. So if he grabs your back, rather than going to his back, and now you're almost 50-50, who's gonna be in there, right? I'm gonna come through, and this is legal. I can hold this all day. I'm not cross-gripping here. And now I can play from here, where I might be able to pancake him, but he'll never be able to get to my back. And then when he takes his arm out, look, arm out, look at the arm. Boom, I can get into that good solid position where I can look to score right off the grip. So there's 3 kind of answers you want to play back and forth with. Hopefully that answers your question.